it's a good thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. We'll put total leather and we'll get started. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. From the gun, running back gets to give. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. Tripped up for the tackle.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
The Sun Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quick completion on the out route. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
42 Spider.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Leaves it with the back. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. back. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They boot it away on 4th down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Under fire. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! A methodical drive, and they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Pressure coming. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up. just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The play action fake. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Makes the grab. There he goes. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they makes the grab past the marker.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Give to the running back. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Sun Devils are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to throw, it's Owens. He's got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He'll take the deep shot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Looking for the time with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse,
it's a running room at the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I know it's it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So,
and into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Sun Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. Big guy smells it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Arizona State. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. To throw, it's Owens. He's going to let it go. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The pick, the return, and the offense will be threatening. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to bull his way in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
it's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Scanning the field, it's Owens. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They've got the screen set up. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Trying to do it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out as pass the same time as he's going to catch it. The big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He'll throw on third down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. A full dive to haul that one in. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Wants to throw. It's Owens. Bringing the heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll bring it out. It's Rousseau. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air on first down. Back open in the middle. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Got his man downfield. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it on the outside. It's Butler. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he had just enough to will that one home. And now the lead's extended a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Butler. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch.
Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is
strong. Pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Back to throw. It's Owens. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense is.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28.
Texas, 28.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, better look out! It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Looking downfield, it's Owens. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Going over the top. He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time, because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
If you're going to try a push pass here on first down by the goal line, you really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Power ahead. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
And this is tough. Second half of the game, you're down by 3. You know a field goal is going to tie it, but this is a golden opportunity here, David, to take the lead. I think I'm going for the touchdown.
Green light. I'm going for it. Second half, man, I can take the lead right here. I like my chances, and even if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field.
they aren't concerned about trying to tie the game. They'll leave the offense on the field and try to take the lead on 4th down. Touchdown, Texas! They take the lead with the 6.
And I like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Runs out of bounds.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work.
On the double.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Can't get him to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. He's past the 30. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Grabs it in the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to fire. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, going to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Arizona State! They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Owens. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Gives it on the option. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Michigan is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social, and their recruits are definitely taking notice. They're trailing by 35 to Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Got it in the middle. It's Winston. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Man, I love on third down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Takes a hit as he fires.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead.
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
One of the things you have to be impressed about this defense is that they've got guys in the back end who can cover man-to-man or zone. That last one gets swatted away. They're in a situation where they're expecting pass. You know this is going to be a tight window to throw into if you're the quarterback here.
Touchdown, Texas! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.